This week in AI, the tools don't just generate pictures, they build worlds. We've got one that turns any object into a dancing skeleton. Another creates a playable GTA-style game in real time. No devs, no downloads. One remembers every corner of a 3D scene like it's training for the Matrix. Another spins a single image into a fully explorable 3D environment. Depth, perspective, everything. And the last, it generates high-quality interactive game scenes with camera movement, character control, and 808 visuals. These aren't visual gimmicks, they're engines for what comes after video. Let's talk about the 5 tools that just changed the game. Literally, you're watching What's Next AI. AnimateAnyMesh is wild. It can animate any 3D model with just a text prompt. No need for predefined joints or skeletons. Here's the magic. You take a 3D model like this one and simply tell it to dance, and boom, you get a smooth, realistic animation in just a few seconds. Now, imagine a stormtrooper slipping and nearly falling. AnimateAnyMesh captures those small, realistic details, like a slip, to make the movement feel authentic. It gets even crazier. This is a jack-in-the-box with a spring coil. It's not a regular character, but this AI still detects the movement and animates it in a way that feels physically accurate. Impressive, right? Here's another one. Imagine a flying monster attacking, wings flapping aggressively. Just tell the AI to animate it, and that's exactly what you get. And how about this? A cartoon cone with 2 scoops of ice cream dancing. Seriously, how do you even animate that? Yet AnimateAnyMesh pulls it off flawlessly. But it doesn't stop there. You can throw in any object or character, and the AI will figure out how it should move. Now, if you're wondering what's going on under the hood, the secret sauce here is DyeMesh VAE. This model helps compress and reconstruct 3D animations. Then, it goes through a text-to-trajectory model using a rectified flow-based strategy to make sure the animations are smooth and realistic. Here's the big news. They're releasing the code and the DyeMesh dataset soon, so keep posted. Once it's available, you'll be able to dive in and start experimenting with it yourself. For now, check out the link in the description to see more examples. Mirage is insane. Imagine this. You type, "A car is drifting in a racing game," and the AI just generates the game in real time. So, here's how it works. You control the game with just a text prompt. Want a car to appear out of nowhere? Done. Need extra characters? Just type it in. Want to move your character or make it perform actions like run, jump, aim, or shoot? It's all possible, and it's all done with simple text commands. And it gets better. Mirage can generate a ton of different video game styles. Take this Super Mario example. Notice this isn't actually Super Mario. This is a whole new level, generated right in front of you by AI. You can also add new elements or effects to the game, change the colors of characters or objects, or modify the environment, all with just a text prompt. The really exciting part? They've released 2 demos that you can try right now. Urban Chaos, a GTA-style game, and Coastal Drift, a racing game like Forza. Both are fully generated on the fly, and you can jump in and play them right now. Here's where you can play both games. Let's dive into Urban Chaos first. Alright, we're in the control panel now. Let's try moving the character with WASD. Oh cool, now he's moving. Let's press shift to make him run. Nice, he's picking up speed. Now let's try pressing space to jump. And F to attack. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I can also control the camera with the arrow keys. Look at that, it's smooth, even with the slight delay. This really feels like I'm playing a live game. Next up, let's check out Coastal Drift, the racing game. Alright, I'm driving the car with the arrow keys. And it's moving. It's like I'm in the driver's seat, controlling the car in real time. There's a little delay, but for a game that's generated as I play, it's surprisingly smooth and fun. Both demos are available for you to try, but that's all that's been released for now. There's no word on whether they'll open source this, but Mirage is by far the most impressive real-time video game generator I've seen. For now, Mirage is still in the research preview phase. If you're also interested in playing the demo, I've included the link below. DreamCube is one of those tools that makes static photos feel like entire worlds. Here's how it works. You give it a single image, plus its depth map, and then describe what's around the scene using a text prompt. For example, take a cozy interior shot. You can say something like, a room with white cabinets and a desk, a room with a bed, desk, and so on. Then, DreamCube uses a diffusion model to generate what's called a cube map, basically a full panoramic view based on your input. From there, it stitches everything together into a fully explorable 3D scene. And wow, you're now inside the image, looking around like it's a real space. Now, check this out. Say you start with this image of a bedroom and its corresponding depth map. Feed it into DreamCube, and you get a fully explorable panoramic view. It's like you're standing inside the scene. Or let's try a kitchen. Same process. Upload the image, add a bit of context with your prompt, and you get a seamless 360-degree view. Every detail feels coherent, from layout to lighting. Let's take a look when it comes to a garden. You can start with just the image and depth map, then move through the space in any direction. It renders beautifully. One more, here's a restaurant, and the AI transforms it into a fully navigable 3D space, like you just walked through the front door. Now, obviously, this has serious potential for VR creators, real estate walkthroughs, architects, interior designers, pretty much anyone building immersive visual experiences. And the best part? It's already available on Hugging Face, and the GitHub includes everything you need to run it locally. Don't forget to use its user-friendly Gradio interface, so you don't have to deal with raw code. If you want to try it out or see more demos, I've included the link below. VMem is a game changer. Most AI video tools are like goldfish. They forget the scene the moment you move the camera. VMem fixes that. This model can generate consistent 3D video, and more importantly, it remembers the space as you move through it. Here's how it works. You start with a single image. That's your first frame. Then, you tell it how the camera should move. Forward, backward, pan left, veer right, just like game controls. And from that, VMem generates a sequence of video frames, all spatially consistent, like you're really moving through one coherent 3D scene. Let me show you what that means. Without VMem, if you pan right and then back left, the AI might render something completely different in each direction. It can't remember what it already showed you. But with VMem, it remembers. You pan to the right, then back, and everything stays where it's supposed to be. How? It uses something called surface-based memory. Basically, it stores the 3D structure and visuals from previous frames and uses that memory to keep new frames consistent. So when you move, even if you circle back or change direction, it reconstructs the world based on what it already saw. It's like giving the AI spatial awareness. Now, here's the best part. There's a free Hugging Face demo you can try right now. You can upload your own image, or just pick one of their examples. Let's try this living room. We'll set the camera to move slightly to the left, about 20 degrees. And here's the result. It only generates a few frames at a time, 5 per run. But you can repeat the process to extend the video as far as you want. And if you want more control, they've released the full model and code on GitHub. You can download it and run everything locally. No cloud required. I've linked the main page below if you want to test it out. Hunyuan GameCraft is pure chaos in the best way. It's from Tencent's Hunyuan Lab, the same team behind some of the best AI video and 3D model generators we've seen so far. This tool can generate interactive game videos with high-quality graphics and surprisingly realistic movement. Here's how it works. You start with a single image. That's your first frame. Then you add a text prompt that describes the scene. Finally, you feed it key presses like walking, turning, or jumping, and the AI animates the scene based on your input. Once the clip is generated, you can take the last frame and feed it right back in as the next starting point. Rinse and repeat, and you can build out a continuous interactive sequence as long as you want. Even more impressive, GameCraft remembers the world. You walk forward, then turn around and go back, and the scene stays consistent. Same trees, same buildings, same layout. Most tools would regenerate everything from scratch, not this one. And it's flexible too. GameCraft can generate scenes in different styles, from photorealistic to pixelated, even pastel or stylized art. It's not just stuck in first-person either. You can generate third-person views, like watching the player from behind. Other AIs are usually limited to just one game or format. This one handles all of it, with dynamic camera control, character movement, and scene memory. And, technically, it's not locked to game generation. GameCraft is really a video generator with gameplay logic, so you can create any kind of video while controlling the camera with key inputs. It hasn't been released yet, just a technical paper for now. But if GameCraft goes public, it could completely change how games and interactive video get built. I've linked to the main page in the description if you want to check it out. So yeah, you just saw 5 tools that can build, animate, and remix entire worlds from a keyboard and a dream. From animating weird 3D blobs without rigging to cloning game logic with nothing but text and vibes, we're officially in the post-reality playground. These aren't just gimmicks. They're studio killers, shortcut machines, and cheat codes for creators. And most of them, open source, free to try, and evolving faster than your PC can overheat. Links for everything are in the description. Try them out. If you had your mind blown by this AI madness, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up. We've got more coming your way. Catch you in the next one.